Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm CoalaTV and today we are diving into what we can expect from the Death Stranding 2 photo mode. Whilst Death Stranding 2 does not have a release date yet, I think it is worthwhile talking about some potential core changes to the original photo mode in Death Stranding, which would help elevate the photographic quality in this upcoming title. Death Stranding, when it was originally released on the PS4 back in 2019, revolutionized with one of the most complete photo modes I have ever used. To the point it was almost overwhelming at first with so many tweaks available to you. The photo mode provided so many different customizations that made us play and replay this game indefinitely. Fast forward to 2021, Kojima released the Director's Cut version of the game, which even though it didn't change much of the core of the photo mode, it did introduce some additional in-game customizations that increase the photographic opportunities such as new vehicles, new equipment, etc. Now, before we dive into the changes we'll love to see in Death Stranding 2 photo mode, let's take a quick look of what we have in the Director's Cut version of the game. First of all, let's talk about the good aspects of the current photo mode. This photo mode is definitely up there as one of my favorite ones to date. The uniqueness around the detailed customizations around Sam's body, the fact that you can tweak BB's light and throw some poses definitely allowed us to take a number of unique shots of this game. From a lighting and editing perspective, Kojima nailed it by providing us some decent number of filters and flexibility in terms of the intensity you want to apply to your photo. Along with this, decent choices of frames, plus clever customizations of the game's logo. Most of the times we see developers just stamping the logo in a particular position, not even considering when you're taking a vertical shot. This is definitely not the case with this photo mode. Outside the photo mode, there is a number of things that add to the creativity of whoever is playing the game, such as the different attachments you can equip to your suit, or even change your backpack style. With the different colors and patches. Some of those were only unlocked after a particular point in the story or through an additional delivery to other locations in the game. But what about the not so great parts? The current photo mode, while great, does have its limitations, which bring us to the top 10 changes I would love to see in Death Stranding's 2 photo mode. These changes aim to enhance the experience and give us even more creative freedom. Remember, these are just my thoughts and I would love to hear yours in the comments below. So let's start with number 10, free camera. We should establish that from 2024 onwards, no photo mode should come out with orbital camera only. The option to flick between both is fine, but free camera should be the way to go for all photo modes moving forward. Free gives you the ability to move the camera around greatly so you can take a picture of something further away. Orbital keeps your character at the center point of where the camera can go, orbiting around and significantly restricting the space you want to snap. Moving up to number 9, let's talk about some camera range. I don't consider the Death Stranding range bad, but it surely can have some more. As the example below, it can provide you with a very different perspective compared to a normal close-up, or even provide a silhouette of Sam in the vast and luxurious landscapes present in the game. Moving to number 8, additional poses and expressions. Poses was definitely one of the strengths of this photo mode, with a huge variety of them. We would never complain about more additional poses though. In my recent playthrough, one of the things that I've noticed is that you don't actually have a pose of Sam holding anything that he's currently carrying, so it would be good to either carry a suitcase or do some proper poses around it. Similarly, from emotions perspective, apart from the funny expressions, I haven't seen one where we could have Sam, for instance, with a tear simulating the Cairo allergy that he has every time he visits the beach. These would be a few ideas that I could think about it, but I'm sure that Kojima's team will come up with some very unique poses to add, which will let us convey a broader range of situations or emotions in our shots. Finally, on this topic, a better opportunity to lock Sam's head at a particular position and have control of how you want to turn his head only would be phenomenal additions as well. At the moment, the look at option from Sam would just keep Sam rotating his head until you place the camera, and sometimes you just want him to look at a particular direction, not exactly where you're placing the camera. Moving to number 7, hiding Potter's structures on screen. How many times you try to setting up a particular shot and you find yourself moving the camera around because someone decided to build this huge bridge next to your location? We're missing an option to hide not only your own structures, but other Potter's constructions as well. Now, next one, it's one that I hope that is definitely tweaked for Death Stranding 2, and that's the depth of field improvements. Whilst the control of the depth of field is great and quite flexible, the photo mode would benefit from some greater precision through near and far depth, along with improving the actual depth of field quality. The blur can drastically be improved to provide a more cinematic vibe, personally speaking. Here's an example where I can totally show the side-by-side compare from Death Stranding versus a mod that would simulate a similar cinematic depth of field. Moving up to number 5, expanded filters and effects. More filters and more effects please, that would be great to expand our creative palette, along with some motion blur effect as well. Jumping on to number 4, post-processing options. I'm missing some other useful editing options such as highlights, saturation. If we could even have an advanced option that would allow us to control the specifics of each color such as hue, saturation and luminance, that would be amazing as well. Moving to number 3, ability to photograph NPCs. This was one of the things I wish it was fixed in the director's cut version of the game, but we were just unable to take photos of any memorable NPCs such as Mama, Higgs, Fragile, and so on. The only opportunity to capture these characters is on PC, through unofficial supported tools. An interesting feature introduced in A Plague Tale Requiem was the ability to actually take photos within cinematics, which certainly helped capture some unique moments with the NPCs with much better textures as well. I hope Kojima and his team can have a look in terms of how the team at A Plague Tale actually achieved that. Going number 2, dynamic weather and time of the day controls. Imagine capturing a sunset over a snowy mountain or a rain-soaked journey through the wilderness. Dynamic weather and time of the day controls would add an incredible level of realism and variety to our photos. Combined with fog, rain, light direction is just like heaven. For a time of the day control, ideally precision to be minutes and not hours, since the gap can be quite significant as we experienced through the recent Avatar game from Ubisoft. And going to our number 1, let's hear the drums. 3-point lighting system. So how many times we got Sam in a perfect position but the lights were just not helping? Lights make a significant difference from a photo standpoint. Here's an example of before and after lights were introduced, and hope to see a similar system in Death Stranding 2 as well. And there you have it. These are my top 10 changes I'd love to see in Death Stranding 2 photo mode. Let me know what you think. If you have any additional ideas or thoughts on your suggestions, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, and if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, keep on keeping on exploring those stunning landscapes in Death Stranding. This is CoalaTV signing off.